Is it better like this or like this? Yeah, so I'm just posting. I don't know. There's so many vlogs I did about the election right now, but I just want to read to you what I just sent at around 4:30ish, 2.5 hours before the deadline to vote. Here's what I wrote, and it was sent to a little bit over 20 politicians' emails that I had already emailed in the past. I also include W5, CTV, a few emails from CTV. I said, that's the title, Last Chance to Get My Vote. Hello, political parties candidates. I had planned to vote Liberal due to conservative worries, but the local Liberal candidate did not show up for the debate. Not that that would have made a big difference. Also, I was not allowed, and that part till the end of this paragraph, it was kind of highlighted in a screenshot that I put on Facebook. Also, I was not allowed to ask a question at the debate as all the elites there wanted to finish early, even though two of the three, I should have wrote two of the five, were missing. And also, the program had been cut short by the journalist, a term I use loosely here, in charge of mediation. What made the biggest difference for me was that nobody from any party, that's the part in red, that I have emailed over the years, including those here, have ever responded to me. As the elusive Homo sapien, I know that my voice is worth more than just a mark on a piece of paper supporting the lesser of multiple Homo communia. It's raining here in Prince Rupert, BC, about 4:30 p.m., but you still have a couple of hours to email me back or call, see number below, so as to prove to me that you believe that I exist as a Canadian and that I am entitled to the human rights in our Canadian Charter. You think that's them calling? That'd be hilarious. Just a minute. It's not, but oh, okay. I didn't answer properly. It's my mother. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the end of the email here that I will read to you. And I am kind of cooking at the same time, so I'm making a few multitasking mistakes here, so pardon me for that. The end of the email was this. If you do not see this email in time, then I ask that you support my e-petition that was deleted due to the election being called. I include screenshots of it here. You have the right to disbelieve my existence, even with irrefutable proof of it. But I do not wish to allow you to stand in the way of my own ongoing self-actualization among our failed proto-societies in Canada. Sincerely, Martin Barillo. And it's because the e-petition says the same thing from, going on a decade now, that I wrote in the past to the MP that happened to be where I was kind of residing at the time. So this is what I wrote to that e-petition in February. And just give me a second here. I know I will find it quickly because I tested it. So the e-petition was 6424, and when it was canceled, I emailed back the clerk of that ministry department, and I said, I shouldn't have to rewrite this. Here's the screenshots. Put it back the way it was when the election is over, and no response. So probably I'll have to redo it, even though I'm emailing people here. Petition to the House of Commons. Whereas I exist as myself and I've also accumulated volumes of data to corroborate such claims, thus walking the talk alongside obstacles, sacrifices that this life uncommon required. I have documented multiple attempts to be acknowledged by the Canadian government as who I am. My human rights must be respected by 1. Seeing me, 2. Understanding me, 3. Accepting me in Canada, and finally, 4. Appreciating me as who I am. I identify myself as a global culture repair seeking to be of service, the originator of the HSD Grand Unification Theory, the learning specialist as defined by me, the creator of the Master of Science and Ecocentric Worldview graduate degree. We, the undersigned, Martin Parizeau, call upon the House of Commons to, and all levels of government individuals, to attempt to disprove both my own existence and intentions to be of service. And by the way, ignoring me is not proving I don't exist. I request that emails such as the one that I sent to various MPs today to be taken seriously so that I may believe in your own claims of identity existence. If not impossible, should it be if not possible? Then I ask the same thing that I asked in a letter to my MP about a decade ago. Write a letter stating that you appreciate me and what I have done so far in order to bring purpose to my life here in Canada. State that, however, based on cultural breakages that dominate, I live at a time of history when an unorthodox and ethical human deviates far too much from the norm in order to find meaning and quality of life here in Canada. Please conclude saying that you wish me well on my further journeys of self-actualization outside of Canada. And I'm still learning about this because it's my first e-petition, but I believe you can't use an email of a member of parliament. So some of them I actually chose, and I chose a different email to reach them. I had chosen Justin Trudeau, Mélanie Joly, Charlie Angus, Elizabeth May, Julie Lassonde, Jean Charest, Robert Sawyer, not a politician, Severn Cullis Suzuki, Shane Martinez. And then it says, Member of Parliament, the request to authorize publication will be sent to Karina Gould when 5 supporters have been reached. That's what they kind of say because I had chosen her. And I just want to say that for me, like I have a little bit of a worry that what if my vote would have made a difference, let's say, between a majority and minority, because I do live in an area, not just BC, but here where it's possible it'll be close. But the thing is I got to stick to my guns with what I've been saying for years, is that I have to keep role modeling living by human standards, which is why I'm doing these vlogs. There's so many on democracy on my YouTube, and there's a lot recently about going to this debate, if you want to call it that, and also about the election. And also I've sent a lot of emails to Justin and to other Liberal cabinet members, let's say, after Justin left, just to give strategies that would support them. So in a way, this is so much more than putting a mark, for me to kind of try to be of service indirectly in the hopes somebody would ever read one of my emails or their team members and pass it on. But without getting hey, thank you, we read this, it makes sense. Because you do see some of the strategies were used later on. I mean, they might have thought about it themselves or somebody else or within their circle. It might not have been from my email. But the thing is, I can't afford to write letters that they will feel forced to answer, because then I would have to get a signature, for example. I can't afford this. So I don't want to be forced into the hypocrisy to partake in a fake democracy. I have to kind of stand my ground and say, I'm sorry, I'm trying to role model to you, politicians and everybody else, what, an Homo sapien would act like, living their life by human standard.